All right. How you guys doing? It's kind of an impromptu video, real quick. All right. So, let me show you what we have here, real quick. I'm getting steel. Now, that being said, look at how they're loading it. Nothing wrong with the way they're loading it. You see how there's a gap in the bottom row? So there's two bundles right there. A bundle, one individual section, another bundle. Typically, when you come to steel places, they'll by the way, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. I made sure my Bluetooth is connected. So if you can hear me, everything sounds good, just thumbs up or, just write in a comment real quick, hey, I can hear you, sound good. Because another time I tried to do a video like this, I ended up leaving my headset in the truck and it messed it up. So yeah, but anyway, so cool, awesome. Hey, I just texted you, Chris. Sent you a message on Facebook. So see this right here? They don't have any wood to put in the middle right there. Appreciate it, Blake and Chris. Um, by the way, Blake, I'll get back with you because I know you messaged me. I'll get back to you in a little bit. Um, so, yeah, so typically you'll come to places and they'll have wood and whatnot to put in the middle. See, so when you strap it down and whatnot, it bundles it all together. Here, however, they don't do that. They don't have wood for you to do that. So they just have gaps in between it. So this is going to be kind of a real quick impromptu video on what I decided to do. Uh, Also, a lot of times people, for whatever reason, will be nervous, like, hey, I don't want to talk to the guys while they're doing the work or blah, blah, blah. And then it ends up kind of making it a little inconvenient for you to go ahead and secure your load because now you have to try to figure out how to secure it with all this space. And if you just ask a question real quick, like, hey, can I do something real quick? If you didn't ask that, you never know unless you ask. I took the initiative to ask him, like, hey, could you hold for a second so I could do something to secure it down better? So I'll show you guys what I did in a second as soon as he takes that off. Those are giant, huge ass magnets that lift the steel. So I asked him, he gave me the thumbs up so I could work on it. I'm gonna show you guys what I did real quick. I asked him to hold up for a second. See a strap to belly wrap that side over there, and a strap over here to belly wrap this section over here. I did the same thing up here and on the back. Obviously, as you can see, trying to do it later on, uh, as you can see, trying to belly wrap it later on would have been a pain in the ass. Obviously, I'm going to throw more straps, so all you fellow flatbedders don't be all like, that's not enough straps. I'm well aware it's just not enough straps for this load. So, belly wrapped on this side over here, and belly wrapped over there to keep it from moving. Now, I'm going to do the same on the top, but because I did the bottom part, I don't have to worry about it, right? That part right now. All I'm going to do is just throw more straps on the bottom and throw some on the top. So yeah, but always remember, sometimes not anything's going to be super, super textbook. Got to find a way to work around it. So that's what this is about. Not everything is going to be a textbook load securement. Sometimes you got to figure out how to work around what they gave you. So I'm going to be walking on, I'll be doing stuff real quick. Hopefully the Bluetooth won't disconnect and you guys will still be able to hear me. So yeah, just launched from home time today. This is my leaving home time load right here. And this is going to Alabama. Y'all seen the front section over here, how this is sticking up? What I'm going to do is throw a strap right over here. They don't have any metal wire parts to cut the strap, so I can safe to throw this one. Take it, roll it out real quick. They have this big old ladder in the way. Y'all can't see it on the video. This big old ladder in the way, so I can't really roll it out the way I'd like to. Take this, Throw it across to the other side. Take this one, throw it across to the other side as well. I'm going to unroll it some so I can actually have something to throw. Take it, throw it to the other side. Big old piece of metal in the middle right there, so I'm going to avoid that because I don't want to cut my straps. Always, always, always be mindful of where your straps are going to land because you don't want to mess up your straps. You don't want to damage the cargo either. But right now, the biggest threat is messing up the straps. This is all I'm getting for this load. I got 9 20-foot bundles. The guy said it should be less straps, but I'm still going to throw the same amount of straps that I normally would. Boy. I tell you what, that ladder right there is the most inconveniencing thing. I'm going to throw another strap right here in the back. And one final strap all the way back here in the back. And there's that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 straps holding this load down. Now, I am confident the load's not going to move. I have enough securement for the weight of this load and the length. So I'm good to go. However, another thing I like to do is you want to prevent forward movement as well. So I'm going to block it. There we go. I'm going to block it in a second. Typically, you do try to block it before they load the actual cargo onto the trailer. So that way the wood can be right up against it. And this is all flush and it's good. I typically try to block it beforehand. That's what you're supposed to do. However, you can't always do that. It's not always going to work out for you in that way. If anybody's wondering where I'm at, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina at the steel factory up here, Gerdau or Gardo. I never know how to say that place right, so I'm just going to go with Gerdau. Much better. Sorry, yeah, no, the video didn't freeze. My gloves that I'm using right now aren't, they're not gloves that are meant for like touching cameras or touchscreen phones or touchscreen anything. So I accidentally left the YouTube app for a second. Try not to do it again. There you go. I accidentally left the YouTube app for a second. Can't wait for the summertime to get here. Weather's a little bit better. It's a rainy day. It's like 40 something degrees right now. So it's like just warm enough, or it's cold enough to where you need to wear a jacket, but it's warm enough to where, if you take your jacket off, then you're gonna be kind of cold without it. So it is what it is. Just gonna wear the jacket. Jacket kind of gets in the way. I like to have as little stuff on as possible when I'm securing these loads. Just makes it easier to move around. All right. Now I need to make sure I have enough. All right. One for that one. One for this one. One for this one. Come on. Move for daddy. There we go. One for this one. Shot for one for this one. Still have sound. The weather does blow. Yeah, it sucks. It is what it is, though. I heard freight was really good out west right now, Chris. So I told my fleet manager, I said, hey, that's where the money's at right now. So if you're able to send me out that way, by all means, let's make it happen. All right. I'm going to start putting it in the witches real quick. This is a full tarp load. Why, I don't know, but whatever. It's not my job to question why. It's just my job to do it. Another trick that I started doing, instead of making these little folds right here so damn small, I make them pretty big. And then when I get down to the end, I just fold it in half again. All right? That's what I started doing. Kind of saves you a tad bit of time. Route it right on through. And a few little twists. That one's done. Go on to the next one. Big fold right here. Another big fold. And then fold it in half. Boom. What was it? 2, 3 folds? You're done. I used to do like all these small size ones. And I sat there and I was folding for days. I said, screw that. I'm just going to start doing bigger folds. And it hasn't failed me yet. Big fold there, and another big fold. Slip that part out my hand real quick. Another big fold, and then one more half fold. Done with that one.
Do your paperwork.
Okay.
What we're doing, we letting everybody come up, then we pulling them out. We got a lot of trucks.
Okay.
So you can top all the way, but you can put your top over top of it.
Yeah, I'll just throw the tarp on real quick. All right. So we got a lot of trucks. Well, I try not to be that guy that makes everybody else wait, but at the same time, you have a job to do. Do it correctly, and I had to wait when I got here. Not a long wait. But then again, I got here. I had an earlier appointment, so nobody else was really here at the time. It was like two dudes ahead of me. Well, two people ahead of me. I don't know if they're male or female. Not that it matters, but and another thing they do in here is like they back you in and you they put somebody else like in front of you. So even if I were to finish doing all this stuff and whatnot, I still have to wait for the guys. That's the guy that's literally sitting right in front of me right now. I gotta wait for him to get out the way. But he's a little local driver in day cab, and yeah, his load is flush up against each other, so he doesn't have to belly wrap. He just gotta throw a bunch of straps and call it a day. All right, done. There you go. Another thing I do sometimes is, actually not sometimes, all the time, is I tend to slide the winch to the side whenever I'm routing everything through, and then I'll slide it underneath where it needs to be, or in the spot where it needs to be when I'm rolling up the strap like such. I notice that sometimes it gets in your way a little bit when it's soft, when it's like right underneath where you're trying to work at. It gets in the way some a little bit. Come on, daggone, there we go. So it's like it's supposed to be right here. So I typically push to the side a little bit, push to the side by one space, and then I do all my work, and then I push it back in a second. You'll see. Swim this over. I got to go to Conley. This loader routes me through Conley. My ID card that gets me onto the terminals, for whatever reason, is not working. I don't know. Maybe I rubbed up against a magnet or something. I don't know. But it ain't working. So I got to go through Conley and see if they can reset it. And if they can't reset it, I'm just going to get a new one. Call it a day. There's nowhere really off to the side that you can go here to do your load securement or tarping. It's actually only one tarp station. I don't know whose genius idea that was, but whatever. So literally, you got to You gotta wait for everybody else to tarp and whatnot. I'm just gonna throw a lumber and a steel tarp instead of just doing three steel tarps or two lumber tarps. Two lumber tarps is excessive. So today I'm gonna mix and match. Have one big tarp and then just one small tarp. Makes life a lot easier. That's why I like to call it thinking outside the box. Because some people like you gotta have this tarp or this tarp. Like why can't you mix and match them? They both work. Cover the load. Saves you a little bit of time and the headache later on from trying to roll those things up. Because now you just have to roll up one lumber and one seal instead of rolling up two lumbers or three seals. And nice and tight. Two more straps, including this one. Come on. I wish these things slid a little bit easier too. They start rusting up and whatnot in the trailer and just get all the twists out. I don't like twists. Twists bug me. And then on top of that, having twists in there, it'll having a twist in there will mess up how the strap goes through the winch. And then you're gonna be in a really rough spot when you start trying to route it through and it starts tugging on it. And then you get a twist inside the winch and you gotta damn near fight it out. God forbid you go somewhere and your straps freeze on you and you're all cold and miserable. Experience is a hell of a teacher. You make that mistake once, I'm willing to bet good money that you'll try to avoid at all costs having that mistake happen again. Alrighty. And this one. Last one. The only thing that would have helped me out is if I went and zipped up my jacket and my reflective vest. Alright. Pull this nice and tight. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and my handy dandy winch tool, tighten this sucker down. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna be off camera for a second. All right, that's what you call tight. Yeah, they will teach you basic techniques. Another smart thing to do: tighten up all your straps that secure the bottom portion first, and then do the ones that secure the top. Because if you go ahead and just do them in whatever order you have them on, let's say you tighten down these bottom ones, or excuse me, the top ones, and then you tighten down your bottom ones, well, now your top ones are going to be looser because now you've tightened the bottom ones closer to the trailer, and you created more space. So tighten down all your bottom ones first, and then Then do your top ones. Come on. All right.
Put your initials, sign your full name, and then sign your full name.
All right. Initials. And then full name over here.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my truck number too,
Oh, no.
because I write like a 5-year-old, so you can't see it really.
I think before you leave, customer, driver, and security guard.
Okay.
Three of these copies are yours.
All right. One goes to the security guard at the
Yeah.
front.
Sign that agent on all three of them before you leave.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right, man.
All right. That's not going anywhere. Now I'm gonna do the top level. Come on. Work for Daddy Gibbs. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna get that one more notch. There. Much better. It's a workout. And final strap. All right. Straps are all done. Load's all secured. Now I'm gonna roll out a tarp real quick. And I'll put the tarp on at the tarp station. Oh shoot. You know what? Good job, Raymond. You're a genius. I was about to take out a lumber tarp, but I have one here on the trailer. So I'll just take this one off. Alrighty. Then I'll throw a seal on top of it. Lift your legs. Oh. All right. Oh shit, I forgot phones on there. Sorry. My bad, guys. It's getting hot. Whew. It's getting real warm real quick in here. Fingers are freezing up a tad bit, but it's whatever. Lumber tarp, heavy as shit. So I'm going to roll this one over there. All right. Take it. Lift with your legs. On that bad boy. Sit down. And now I'm going to open it up. Shoot, I'm sorry, guys. Here you go. That should be good. All right. Flappers on the back side. I'm gonna take this, slide it out some. Open it up a little bit. Make it a little bit easier to move. All right. Roll it out a tad bit more. Tad bit more. One more roll. Come on now. Whew. All right. Camera don't want to stay up today. Alrighty. Whatever. I see the camera fell over. Y'all looking at the sky. Don't worry. I'll get to it in 2 seconds. I didn't forget about y'all. Don't worry. Roll that out. Roll that out a little more. And here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. So here we have one tarp is actually good enough. One tarp is good enough for this whole load. Even better. Now I'm about to use this one. All right. I love freshly washed pants. All right. Roll this side out. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the tarping area real quick. All right. It's covered. So now I'm just going to move to the tarping area. All righty. Well, me being the genius that I am, decided to take out the steel tarp, and I don't even need it. So I'm gonna roll it right back up under here. Call it a day. So yeah, those of you wanting to do flatbed, here you go. Or I'll look at what you got to do. That's not going nowhere, and I'll go ahead and I got to get back in there in a second. So I'm just gonna close up the bottom real quick. And I'm not gonna lock the top, so I don't have to keep on climbing up and down once I get to the tarping area. Alrighty. I'm over here sweating more than a whore in church on Sunday. Jesus Christ. Not even hot. Just gotta do a bunch of work. Alrighty. Ooh, this Maverick guy is he's still here. Whew. Oh, thank God. Take that hearing protection out now. Lord knows I didn't need it. Alrighty. Maverick is still over here securing. Whatever, no big deal. Alright. Be right back. Got to get my paperwork that I almost forgot. Got my paperwork that I almost forgot. This is a nice little backing exercise right here. We're going to go ahead and adjust the camera view just a little bit. As y'all can see, they're doing construction at this place. So you have to you have to They're doing construction here, so you have to for this bay right here, you have to set up over there where that little train looking thing is, and and blind side back. It's not a bad. It's not hard at all. Far from it. Nothing hard at all about it. Versus if you get the bay on the right hand side, there you go. Oh, okay, it was zoomed in. No wonder it was looking like that. If you get the bay on the right hand side, you can just set up for a straight line back. Over on this side, you have to do a blind side back. So yeah, I'll flip around. I'll pull up to the tarping station, and then I'm sure there'll be another driver over there doing his thing, and I'll flip the camera around. Well, I'll look at the comments real quick, and then I'll read the comments and answer any questions if they were dropped in there. So y'all give me like 2 or 3 minutes real quick. 2 or 3 minutes. Right there where the fence is and the cones, when you first get here, you have to pull up right there and stop, and the dude will come out and tell you where to go in and blah blah blah. Like I said, it's the Gerdau Steel in Charlotte, North Carolina. If any of you guys have to come over here. Okay, see, so another Maverick driver is currently inside the tarping station. So I'm going to go ahead and set up behind him. So when he's done, I can go ahead and pull in. Strapping and, or excuse me, tarping shouldn't take me but maybe 20 or so minutes because I already laid the tarps out. All I gotta do is just unroll them a tad bit more, and then go ahead and then unroll them a tad bit more, and then just throw the bungees on them. So yeah, it's gonna be a few minutes. So I'm pull up right on his ass cheeks and pop the brakes real quick. And the reason I pulled in so far is because I don't want to block the other drivers that have to go because this is a very small working area. I don't know why they do it like this, but it is what it is. As y'all can see, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Dude, you don't have to pull out. You don't have to, bro. You're not even done. You're not even done, my dude. Like you do not have to pull out just yet. I appreciate it, but he's pulling out. I mean, I really do appreciate what you're doing, but you don't have to do that. Nope, okay, well, he's pulling out for me. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I do know why, but hey, it is what it is. I appreciate it. I mean, and he's pulling up, do his thing. I appreciate his kindness. However, he does not have to do that. Like he really doesn't have to. It's a tight little thing to get inside of. I don't like these kind of tarping stations. I think they're a waste. All right. So I'm gonna pull out a little bit more and then straighten up some, straighten the trailer up inside of it. Now that I get the trailer straight, everything is all about proper setup. Proper setup in this bad boy. Now that I got the trailer in here straight, just go ahead and straight line back into the overhang again, and voila, magic. Now you're good to go. Um, See if I can throw this hard hat on top of my earpiece. Uh, Someone back at work? Yes, Richard, I am. I'm out here, doing what I do, flatbed life. I think I'm going to start to all that noise. I'm routing my headset through my hard hat. So the headset will be on my head properly, and the hard hat will be able to sit on my head properly as well. Because this hard hat is going to prevent uh, damage from 10,000 pounds of steel falling on me. That's why I wear these things because this hard hat is really going to save my life if steel falls on my head. These people definitely got it figured out. And that was sarcasm, in case anybody missed that. That was sarcasm. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this right here. From right here in this little spot. How many miles rail gives starting? Um, it depends on your work ethic. Uh, it really depends on your work ethic. I will say I noticed a drop in miles when I started training because I trained at my students' pace and not at my own pace because I cared more about making quality drivers versus getting more money. But when I first started, up until I started training, I was doing like fresh 70. I could do 32 to 3,500 miles and then running recaps. I could do anywhere between 28 and 3,100. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Everybody has different methods of bungeeing their loads and securing everything. Um, with that being said, a lot of people try to do this thing where they lay the bungees out on top of the load or out on the tarps first. I that method is this place is leaking water into my mouth. That method doesn't work for me. I can't do that. Sorry if you hear the truck in the background. It will turn itself off in a second, or actually like 5 or so minutes. I can't do that method where I put the straps out or the bungees out on the tarp first. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I tend to my giant self gets under the tarps and starts trying to secure everything, and then I start knocking the bungees off. So I'm like, well, damn. If I'm gonna go through all that, I might as well just leave them on the ground. So, like you guys just saw me do, I throw them bad boys on the ground. I'm trying to keep it as folded as possible because what I don't want to do is undo this beautiful fold that I have in it and end up causing myself more work. So I'm trying to be as careful as possible not to undo it because these are huge tarps. But I'm probably going to have to pull the tarp more on the other side because even the lowest portion with the D-rings, as you can see right here, is hanging off this side. So I'm gonna go on the other side of the tarp real quick and scoot it over some. Oh, see? And as you can see, I can actually afford to do that because I have all this leeway right here on this side for the bungees. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull it down some. Fuck it, I'm just gonna unroll the whole tarp. Motherfucking YOLO. I don't care. I got time today, son. Today I got time. I'm just gonna go ahead and unroll this entire bitch. Fuck it, whatever. I don't even give a damn no more. There you go, the truck shut off. all about those MPGs and that fuel bonus that you'll never see. Yeah, I said it. They can get mad at me if they want, but they know it's true. You'll never see that motherfucker. You'll never see those fuel bonuses. Only one tarp, so whatever. Take this excess flap. I just throw it up under the bottom. It is what it is. I'm gonna take a bungee right here, throw it up on this top D-ring right here of the flap, and pull it nice and tight into the inside the rub rail. So hold it in. Before I continue on any further, I will go on to the other side and do the exact same thing. On time, be like my man, Mr. Blake Williams, who I believe is still watching the video. A wise man named Blake once told me, if you don't pop at least one bungee on a tarp job, it ain't tight enough. Shout out to Blake. Great dude. Alrighty. Pull that up under there, get it nice and tight. Throw another bungee right here on it. And I'll come back and bungee the other side a little bit later. I can reach that from the ground level, so I'm good. I'm just gonna jump off. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna start folding up these sides. Take this part right here, throw it down and inside the rub rail, move it to the back. Bam. I like to pinch right where you feel the rub rail at. Take the excess, throw it up under. Yes, it is excess, not access. For those of you scholars out there. Can't stand when I hear people say, I'm going to take the access. No, you access a room. Excess means you have extra material. Come on. Take another big on him for right at the rub rail. These gloves aren't very good at gripping shit, whatever. Just had a bungee. Now I kicked it somewhere. Daggone. Good going, Raymond. Good job, genius. Now I gotta grab a little bit more. Whatever. Take it. Drop it in there. Use your body weight. Down on it. Throw that some bitch on there somewhere. There's different methods of bunging, like I stated a second ago. Um, whatever works best for you. So I'm all about mission accomplishment. A good tarp job means that the product did not get damaged. That's the mark of a good tarp job. Take it, drop it, use your body weight, pull down on it. All the day. Here are all the bungees. I knew I had some. You say y'all watch me drop them. Y'all need to tell me I had some down there. Body weight down, walk with it, throw it onto the rub rail. I know y'all are wondering why he's not dropping too low with his body. I'm a fat fuck, so I don't really need to apply a stupid amount of force to make a bungee come down. So use your body weight, pull it nice and tight. I'm gonna leave a little bit of extra right here because this gets a dunnage. Tighten it a tad bit, so I'm gonna leave a little bit extra to work around it. Body weight, pull it, throw it onto the rub rail. Just want to throw all this extra right up under here. Take it, secure this part down. Somehow or another, I got a big one of those long bungees grouped in with all my other ones. I'm gonna take this one and fold it back over there real quick. This bungee inside of here on this one. Now I'm gonna grab more bungees. We're gonna take a little trip to the other side of the trailer. Fuck it, just throw them over there. I don't care. Yeah, homeboy is still over there tarping his. He really didn't have to move for me. Like, as much as I appreciate him doing that, he really didn't have to do that. You know, it is that time of year where you get your taxes back, where you're about to get your taxes back. All these Indians and foreigners calling from all these random ass numbers. Y'all know how that goes. Don't think I forgot that I'm going to block this, by the way. I didn't forget. Just tarping first. Now I'll also show you why I decided to tarp first too. Damn, Raymond, you made that thing nice and tight. Good job. I'll show you guys in a minute why I decided to tarp the load first before blocking it. Outside of what I discussed before, how they're not going to really allow you to do that here. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is take this D-ring right here. You see how I threw that flap up on, well, threw that extra right up under there. Take this D-ring, nice and tight, to hold it down so the wind won't blow it out. And then, like I said, there's different methods to tarping. So, on this side, I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite ways to do it. I think it looks pretty good and cool going down the highway. That's just a personal opinion, but. And I've also noticed that it takes a little bit less stress. Damn piece of dunnage right there. Holding on to my shit. Takes a few less bungees. Hook it, drop it in, go down, pick it up to the other D-ring. So you have that little zigzag looking thing going. Oh, too much. Pull some back out. Downside of using a lumber top run. My battery's dying already? Shoot. Alright, my phone battery's dying. 11 hours driving, 10 hours in sleeper, yes. I was going to run this live video till my phone dies. And then, yes, but that's basically how your logbook works. You have 11 hours to drive a day, 10 hours in the sleeper berth. You can drive up to 11 hours in any 14-hour span, and then after that you can be on duty indefinitely, but you just can't drive. This live is killing my phone battery real quick, because I started this live with the 100% battery. I wonder if they make an external power source for iPhones. Pretty sure they do. And this back on top of the dunnage. Can't wait for summertime. That Maverick guy is still securing his tarps. Then again, their tarps are a little bit smaller than ours, so he might try to roll out one or two more or something. I don't know. Oh, to the gentleman, by the way, that commented asking Miles, I started off in band division. So before you go and get all excited and bust all kind of ungodly nuts, remember, those were the kind of miles I was seeing in band division. I didn't start in flatbed, not mine. I didn't start as a flatbedder. All right. This right here that I'm doing, this back part is just overkill. It's not mandatory. It's not even necessary. But I like to look somewhat good going down the highway. So here we go. I knew there was a D-ring hiding in there somewhere. Clean up my extra bungees. If the video cuts off before I have a chance, I'm gonna throw my charger on the phone real quick in a minute. Front man from Maverick over there is still doing his stuff. He just don't give a fuck. That's what that is. You've been flatbed for so damn long, you don't care no more. Alrighty.
Taking a forward bulkhead now.
Shoot. For a second, so I'm just gonna warm them up real quick. Damn. The struggles of trying to do this YouTube stuff without proper equipment. I tell you. Throw the defrost on real quick. Heat on. Plug my phone in. Let it charge for a few minutes. Alright, let's see these comments real quick. Alright, here you go, guys. I'm gonna read some of the comments while my hands defrost real quick. Um, Comment section, live chat, top chat. Alright, here we go. There's a lot of comments. Sounds good. What's up? Almost had a load ejected from no vertical blocking. It also helps with exactly video. The weather blows. Yes, it does. Miss Danielle, you can most certainly do this. Doing being a female, we have plenty of female flatbedders, and you can also be one of them. Don't let the amount of work discourage you. Yes, you can do this job being a female. Yes, they teach you all this, by the way. They teach you the basic stuff. Are you training people for flatbed? I would love to. Yes, I am a trainer. Um, Also for flatbed. So yeah. Are you training people flat? Yes, me too. I'm planning on going to rail and have thought about flatbed. I'm dropping this in Attila, Alabama tomorrow. All right, Chris, I'll talk to you later. I'm planning on doing rail flatbed. Hmm. Yeah, you can transfer. Larry Williamson is absolutely correct. You can transfer from whatever division you're in to another one. That's. I went from van to flatbed, so yeah, you can. Alrighty. So yeah, but anyway, the tarping and all that fun stuff is done. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, gripes, or anything, drop in the comment section. I'm gonna go ahead and just let my hands start real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and get on rolling. And I'll be spending the night in Conley. So yeah, but as always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching for this 77 minutes and some change. Um, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. And I'll be doing more videos while I'm out here on the road for this time. I just left home this morning, and